You got to have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to survive these days. No matter what you have, gold, silver, I don't give a fuck what you have. Because you can have all the gold and silver in the world, but you can have El Chapo come and skin your ass alive for it.
That's why I was talking about brothers in the truth. Okay?
Yeah?
Don't matter what you niggas do, you still gonna get killed, your woman and children gonna die in your fucking arms. Okay, I was referring to brothers. Okay? There's nothing wrong with having a little something. Because the Lord did say that money is a defense, alright?
Yeah, because of the spirit of the Lord's in you, it tells you that he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So you're gonna be okay. Let's go back to this. 1 Peter 4:14. If you be reproached for the name of Mashiach, happy are you, for the spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you. On their part, he is evil spoken of.
Yeah, they speak evil of the names. IUIC. You can't be teaching those names. They kicked a dude out of their congregation for questioning the name, for teaching the name, for wanting to say the name. Okay, they even speak evil of the name. You can call the Lord whatever you want. You can call the Most High Yahweh. You can call him Yoplate Yogurt. That's blasphemy, man. And because we preach in the name, we're evil spoken of. Okay, they'll say that, where's the name at in the scriptures? Where's that name at? They'll preach God in Christ. If your name is Javier, and somebody calls you Edgar, you're not gonna hear that, man. You're not gonna want to hear that. Somebody keeps calling you that, you're gonna look past him like, is he calling me? It's the same thing with the Lord. You got to be respectful when you come to the Lord, okay? Because, hey, there's only one name in which man could be saved, and it's not Christ or Jesus, man. It's Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, well, I got scriptures to back you up, because you have to know the name. All right. It's chapter 4, verse 12. Now you can go into Proverbs 30 and 4, and it tells you what is his name and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell.
Because it's a secret. Okay? Knowing the names of the Lord is a secret, in which he only wants the elect calling upon that name. Okay?
That's why Amos 3 and 7 says he revealed his secret unto the servants his prophets, unto his servants. Alright? The men that's going to be serving. It says Acts 4 and 12, slot 4 and 11. It says, this is the stone which was set at naught of you builders, which is become the head of the corner. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
Except for the name Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai. So-called Jesus Christ is that chief cornerstone, man. He's the stone that holds up the whole building. He is the building, man. The scriptures say that we are many members of his body, man. You know? That's why when he was going into how the temple was going to be destroyed, he was talking about his body, man, the church, being scattered, man. Okay?
Yeah. So this is St. John 14 and 6. Yahweh Shai saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
So in order to get to the Father, you got to go through Yahweh Shai. Hence the name that we call Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? You have to know their names. It's just like you go to knock on somebody's door, and you might know the person that lives there, but you don't know their name. And you go and you knock on the door, and then his parents answer, or his friend answers, or his cousin, or somebody answers the door, and you're like, what's his name here? Who are you looking for? What's his name here? They're going to close the door on you, probably call the cops, because you don't know the name. It's the same thing with the truth. The Lord, if you don't know his name, he ain't really supping with you, man. The unless you're part of the elect that is trying to find his name, he's not supping with you. He ain't hearing you.
Having the name is part of having a wedding garment.
That is. Having the name is going to lead to your salvation. Because it says there's no name under heaven in which men shall be saved by, man. But other than Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay?
You can't go to someone like it tells you in the scriptures that this is a marriage. You can't go to somebody's wedding and you don't even know the name of the person that's getting married. That's why it says in the scriptures there was a man that had not on a wedding garment, and he told the guy, how did you get in here having not a wedding garment? And then he told his servants to bind that man hand and foot and to throw him into outer darkness.
Yeah, and that was referring to him not being part of the elect. Okay. He didn't have that garment. Talking about a clean slate of being part of the elect. The Lord didn't prescribe him mercy. So he got thrown out into outer darkness.
So going back to this, on their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified.
In our part he's glorified. That's what we're out here to do, to glorify Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to make his works known, so that when they come to pass, you people will bug the hell up and say, well, surely there was a prophet amongst us. So this God that they're talking about, this so-called black God that they're talking about that's going to crack the sky, is really going to come back and destroy you so-called white people. Okay? All you so-called white people and your children. All right? We're glorifying the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, glorifying them. God is a so-called black man. So-called Jesus Christ is a so-called black man. Okay? And he's coming back to take down your so-called white people's empire. Your wicked empire. That spreads homosexuality on children. Okay? That spreads pedophilia on children. Alright?
Which goes all the way back to the Vatican. Because the Vatican will tell you, give me a child that's under 6 years old and I will give you a member of the church for life. That's why these Edomites, they go after your kids, man. Because if they defile the child, how much more wicked is he going to be as he gets older?
Well, they say, what do they say about the children in school? They say that this is our generation, or what do they say? This is our new generation coming up. So if you check all these kids up, this generation from the youth, that's your next generation. The next generation, if it were to be America anymore, it would be just a whole bunch of flaming faggots everywhere, man. That's America. All right? That's what the new America's going to be. A place of just homos everywhere, lesbians everywhere. There is no more America. It's finished, man. It's through. Okay, you damn honkies need to open up your eyes, man. You're going down. And we're taking the kingdom by violence, man. That's why we violently push this word. Okay, the men of the Lord were not no choir boys, man. They didn't come out hugging everybody, touching little kids and lifting little kids up and giving them kisses, man. All right, they were cursing people out. Putting curses on children, man. If you remember, when the children mocked Elijah, he said, go up thou bald head. He said children. So that means that they were under their puberty, man. They were like 5 years old, 4 years old, 3 years old, 7 years old. Little kids, man. And he put a curse on them in the name of the Lord. To what? To put them to death, man.
And it came to pass.
It came to pass.
And two bears came out of the woods and tore them apart.
I think it said 30 and 2 of them.
I think it was 40.
Or 40 and 2.
40 and 2 children got ripped to pieces and eaten by bears, man. And that was in the name of Yahweh. That was in the name of the Lord. So-called Jesus Christ and God.
But it wasn't in those names.
Of course not.
Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
But you people ain't gonna call on the names. So fuck you people, man.
Yeah.
Every one of you that smirks, that smiles, that hears what we're saying, and you got a smile on your face, and you know you're in your head like, the fuck are these? What are these degenerates talking about? Every last one of you, believe it or not, because it doesn't matter according to Romans 3:3. It don't matter if you believe it or not. The Lord's going to kill you, man, and your entire household, and He's going to do it violently, and He's going to do it without mercy or pity.
Yep.
How is it going to look when your 5-year-old baby is skin and bones, man? Or Esau comes in and stomps your baby's fucking brain out, man.
I got that. This is Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face toward Jerusalem, and drop thy word toward the holy places, and prophesy against the land of Israel. And that's how you know that the Lord is a so-called black man. He said, drop thy word. Drop it.
Okay. So when you're there,
Oh, great.
This is verse 20.
I thought you were going into this.
This is Ezekiel 21:1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face toward Jerusalem, and drop thy word toward the holy places, and prophesy against the land of Israel.
Yeah, which we're prophesying against the land of Israel by telling you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that if you don't get with the program, the Lord is going to kill you. The Lord is going to destroy you, man. It's a sure thing, whether you believe it or not. And when you scoff at this word, you take it lightly. The Lord is going to kill you. The Lord is about that, man. He's going to kill your children. He's going to kill your wives, your mothers, your grandparents. He's going to kill your entire family, man, in a brutal and vicious way. That's God. That's in the Bible. Right? Whether you like to hear it or not.
Hey, Esau losing.
Like Esau, look at him, he got his head down.
Esau losing. That's why it's just like, oh, this where's Tyrone? Hey, you seen the look on her face, man. She was thinking about when is she gonna get away from dude.
Yeah, because these Edomite women are fucking sluts.
Well, Esau's a sore loser. You know, who would want to be with the Edomite? Okay. What?
These Edomites are homosexuals and cuts.
Yeah,
And these Edomite women are sluts.
Homosexuals, man.
Yep.
That's what Esau is.
Now,
homo fucking sexual. You know?
so we prophesy against Jerusalem.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of here. It's talking about the sword coming. So,
Oh yeah.
you know.
Because this sore loser is going to come down as a sore loser. Because just like what happened recently with the brothers, Esau is such a sore loser that he'll hear these words and pull a fucking gun on you, man. Which is exactly the spirit of Esau. And that's what's gonna happen. This word is gonna be pushed out so heavily that these Edomites are gonna have no other choice but to just start coming with violence, man.
And that's why we're telling Jake, hey, the Lord said give them warning from me. So we're warning you, you Israelites, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, of the Lord using his sword. Because look what he says, man. It says, and say to the land of Israel, thus saith the Lord, behold, I am against thee, and will draw forth my sword out of his sheath.
Yeah, because the Lord is against you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man.
2/3.
2/3, which you're blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because the elect are Israelites. The 1/3 are Israelites. So fuck you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You're the 2/3. The Lord is against you. The Lord was drawing out a sword, which is Esau. It tells you the wicked is the Lord's sword. The so-called white man is going to come and is going to run through you assholes like a train and murder you fucking so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man.
Yeah, murder you spiritual Edomites, man. It says, and will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked. Seeing then that I will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked, therefore shall my sword go forth out of his sheath against all flesh from the south to the north.
Yeah, man. So the Lord is going to come through and he's going to utterly destroy, man. Just like it tells you in Ezekiel 9. He's going to kill both old, young, maids, and little children. That's what the Lord has proposed for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. All right? Every one of you that's not sealed with Yahweh's blood and with the truth are going to be annihilated.
Verse 8, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
Yes, sharpened and furbished. So the Lord's getting his sword ready, man. You got Esau. That's why you've had Esau have pass all these different legislations, doing all these military drills, doing all these urban tactical military drills, man. Doing military drills in places like Las Vegas, man. Go ahead.
God. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Shall we then make mirth and contentment the rod of my son? Slucky, it contemneth the rod of my son as every tree.
Yeah, man. So, hey, the Lord, not only is he going to come through and he's going to slaughter you, Jakes, but Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to have it to where these missiles are going to be launched off, man. Which ultimately, that's the Lord's main weapon of destruction, is the missiles that are going to come and hit America to completely destroy it, man.
No, that's Joel the second chapter.
And 2/3 of you so-called you Jakes are going to be destroyed in that.
Yep.
Let's go. Could we go back to Isaiah?
There's just a little bit more.
Come on.
It says, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished, to give it into the hand of the slayer.
Into the hand of the slayer. Which, when you go into Esau's blessing, his blessing is the sword. When you go into Revelation 6, it tells you, behold, a red horse and a great sword was given unto him.
Yeah, and also in Psalms, it tells you that the sword is the wicked. Okay, deliver my soul from the sword, from the wicked, which is thy sword.
So these Edomites and these nuclear missiles, man, that's the waster, the destroyer, the slayer, that the Lord is going to use to kill 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Yeah, those are the weapons of his indignation. Esau is a weapon of the Lord's indignation. His righteous fury. Now, when the scriptures talk about the weapons of his indignation, that's talking about the nukes. Okay? But the Lord used Esau to create the nukes. Right?
I want to go back here. Isaiah. So this is Isaiah 54 and 15. Behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. Whosoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thy sake. So, even though you 2/3 are going to be destroyed, man, certain of the elect are going to be put to death, but they're going to come back with Yahushua and the mighty angels. The nation of Israel is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's children. All right, you're the apple of the Most High's eye. So Esau, when he does what he does, the Lord is going to destroy these Edomites, man, and destroy these nations. All right, for the elect's sake, for the nation of Israel's sake, man. Because through the elect, the nation of Israel is going to be brought back. Behold, I have created, I'm going to read that again. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. So the Lord created these Edomite scientists to create these nuclear missiles, man. To create these guns. To create these tanks and this different artillery that he has. I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper.
And that's what happened. We just had a cool testimony, or we seen a cool testimony of that not happening, man. Okay, you have this Edomite, so-called white man. He pulled a gun out on the brothers that were preaching the word, in a different state because his truth was cutting him so bad. Okay? You see, the so-called white man, he's not going to tell you that he's the Edomites, man. He's not going to tell you that he wants to kill you, man. He's not going to tell you that, hey, even though you have a business somewhere, at any given moment, he could take it away from you, man. Okay? At any given moment, he could just take it from you. Alright? So, these brothers were preaching the word, and the Edomite pulled out a gun on the brothers. He cocked it, showed it on camera. He cocked it. But you know what? The Lord put the angels on it and sent them up the block. Because, you know, Esau wanted to snap. He wanted to shoot the brothers. Esau's a suicide bomber. Alright? Esau will shoot the block and then kill himself. Okay? But what happened was, the Lord put the angels on him to where he didn't, man. Alright? To where he didn't go up and shoot at the brothers, man. Okay? He just kept pushing. Because no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, man. Alright? No matter what they plan to do to us, it ain't gonna work, man. If it ain't of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, it ain't gonna work. So Esau cocking the hammer back, thinking he was gonna do something. Hey, the Lord worked on his mind to send him away. They were telling Esau, come back. Esau, they wanted to cut him some more. He just kept pushing, man.
Hey, he could have racked the slide, pointed it, and pulled the trigger, and nothing but a click, man. Because the Lord created the smith that blows the coals in the fire, man.
I was just talking about these missiles, man. Okay. Oh wait, the smith that can blow at the coals is the nuclear scientist, but the work, all right, the waster, that's the nuke.
Yeah, the waster is the nuke. But the smith that blows the coals in the fire created these guns also. So it tells you no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. That's why I made the statement that Esau could pull a gun, he could load it and pull the trigger, and it could just click, man. Nothing could come out. Or it could blow up in his hand and blow his own fucking face off. Those type of things are going to happen for the elect, man. And you gotta believe in that. You gotta actually have faith in that, man. Because Yahweh Shai constantly stressed, he would say, according to your faith, it is done. The Lord clearly says he won't defend you if you don't have faith, man. If you get scared, you try and get up the block because Esau pulls a gun.
Well, yeah, it says, for he will not be defended.
The Lord will have that dude shoot you in the back, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna look for that.
Or he not be defended. But we just did a in transit talking about how the Lord is a strong tower. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it. And that He is a shield. You know, which I'm gonna get that real quick. This is
Oh, I got it. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 12. It says, woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. So those guys that have fearful hearts, man, you're scared to go out. Okay, you're scared that Esau gonna see you, you're gonna get arrested. Me and this brother have been doing this work going on almost 4 years. I think for me it's gonna be my 4th year next month. Not bragging or boasting or saying anything of that. But the experiences that it's given me, to where we're not scared of no cops, man. We're scared of what Esau or the 2/3 gonna do, man. Okay, when you came out here on the highways and byways for the first time, you had to have been willing to die. And we curse out these so-called white people, let them know they're going to slavery in their own kingdom. That shows that we're not afraid, man, to do this work. So let them know in their face that they're the devil. You know, and all they can do is smirk and laugh and push up the block. Inside, they're cut. Okay, I'm gonna read that again. It says, woe be to fearful hearts. Yeah, those that are scared in their mind, you're dwelling. You're constantly meddling on your thoughts and being afraid to come out. Okay, or what somebody's gonna tell you, you're gonna lose your job. Your woman's gonna dump you. You're afraid she's gonna take the children and leave. That's your fucking problem, man. Don't bring that to the block. Okay? And faint hands. Yeah, a faint hand is a weak hand. You see a hand always shaking. Okay? It lost its strength. Okay? Because you use your hands to work. So a person that has faint hands means they're not on the plow no more. They don't want to work no more. It says, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Yeah, you have a double mind. It says, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore he shall not be defended. So if you have a faint heart, a fearful mind, faint hands, you want to give up, you want to throw in the towel, you're not going to be defended in the day of the Lord, man. In the day of trouble. The Lord isn't going to defend you, man. Okay, he's going to deliver you up to Esau, man. He's going to let Esau have his way with you. Okay? And as you're crying, you're begging for mercy, you're praying for mercy, the Lord ain't going to hear you, man. It says he shall not be defended. Alright? The angel of the Lord encampeth around those that fear him. Okay? That obey Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, simply paraphrasing, and they deliver them, man. They defend them. So you gotta believe that the angels of the Lord were with those brothers that day, man. Okay? There's many times where I know that the Lord was with me, man. Okay? Many times. And the Lord is with us now. That's why we can preach the word, man. The recent bug out, always after camp talking about, the water Yahweh Bashem, which we do give the Lord thanks for letting us come out, but he was like talking to the Lord as
like
if,
shocked.
yeah, surprised as if the Lord, because the Lord is not dealing with him, man. All right, that's why he was running off the spirit.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah,
It
you're a
doesn't
fucking
exist.
demon.
Hey.
Get up. Proverbs 14:1. Psalm 14:1. It says a fool in his heart says there is no God.
Hey, you know the Lord's gonna put your people into slavery. It's gonna kill your family too.
Yep. Hey, that's Esau though. Okay, you got an Edomite looking like the ugliest piece of shit on earth. No pussy getting Edomite.
Looking like what's that guy that created Microsoft? Bill Gates, look like fat Bill Gates.
Yeah, he looked like a fat Billy Gates.
Hey, what script?
Psalm 14:1. Okay? Because I was talking about the spirit, and he said, yeah, that don't exist. Well, if you believe so, come disprove it.
Well, that's Esau.
That I know.
No faith. Esau don't believe in anything.
Yeah.
Hey, look, what is it? Amalek. What was his father's name? Was my God is money?
Eliphaz.
Eliphaz. My God is money.
Yeah, my God is gold.
Yeah. That's Esau, man.
Their
And you
God
can
is
clearly
what they
see
see. Their God is their possessions, man.
Yeah.
You go into a rich Edomite's house, he got a fucking a bar of gold in there that's worth $100,000 just to sit there. Or he'll have a painting that he bought for like $25 million. A fucking painting, man.
It's like a splatter.
Yeah.
It looks like a splatter on a canvas.
Some Picasso stuff. It looks like somebody just squirted mustard on it. You know? But he'll spend millions of dollars on it. And that'll be something he worships and praises him and holds dearly.
Every time he has a party, invites his Edomite friends over and shows them his painting.
Yeah.
Costs $20 million.
And that's Esau for you. Psalm 14:1.
Psalm 14:1. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God.
And that was a fool that just walked by. Alright, he said in the spirit that God don't exist. The Bible tells you that a fool says that God don't exist. So he's a fucking fool. Okay? And he's gonna believe that he's gonna know that the Lord exists. When his ass is in slavery, seeing us with godlike power. Seeing Yahweh Shai glowing, man.
He doesn't like.
Looking terrifying, man. Because Israelites in the kingdom, we're going to have a glow. On this side, before it all goes down, the elect are going to have a glow. And in one hand, they're gonna have a sword drenched in blood, man.
And the Lord said he maketh his elect to shine.
Yeah, wisdom maketh the man's face to shine.
Wisdom, there's an account of that when you go into Exodus, that Moses will come down